Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Everheart. I am your feminine energy dating and relationship coach. Today I'm going to talk about how to really love yourself through the process of being with a hot and cold man. When a man is kind of giving you that push-pull, he's pulling away and he's coming back, or he's treating you coldly, how do you maintain your identity, who you are, without feeling like you're becoming a needy, nervous wreck? Now, before you start analyzing your personality type and his personality type and trying to figure out how you got here, I want you to just accept where you're at. If you're feeling needy, nervous, and restless and unsure about the relationship, it's probably because something in real life is going on that's affecting you this way. So you don't need to worry about if you have any sort of anxious attachment style or anything like that. When anyone in your life loves you and shows up for you and gives you just 100%, and then suddenly they start turning your back on you, any of us get nervous. All of us would feel worried, and all of us would wonder what in the heck is going on. First, I want you to understand the part of you that is having this feeling and this conversation with you. It's usually a wounded child inside of us. Now, we all have ego states. We have different parts of ourselves, and all of us have a playful child that really likes to play inside. We also have a wounded child that's been abandoned or spoken down to by the adults that were doing their best to provide for us. So that's the part of you that begins to speak up and get really worried, really nervous, really anxious that the love you've been receiving is about to go away for good. Now, if your inner wounded child was anything like mine, she became a little bit of a psychic. She got so good at guessing what that person may do or may not do that I was always a couple of steps ahead of my guy. And it was such an exhausting place to be, even as a grown adult woman, always wondering and trying to guess what my partner may or may not do or what will lead them to liking me. So that's what I call being up in your head. And being up in your head is definitely masculine energy. So I want you to get down in your body. Yeah, it might feel a little gross in there right now because you're having all of these really scary thoughts. But when you slow down and take them one thought at a time and understand that they are just thoughts, you're able to love that part of yourself that's having that thought. So let's look at an example. Let's say it's been 2 or 3 days since your guy has called you. So first thing is you might be feeling a little sad, a little lonely, and you don't want to feel this way. You don't want to feel sad. You don't want to feel lonely. You don't want to feel focused on that person. So start with sadness. And let's see if you can radically accept just where you're at. It would sound something like this. I love the part of me that's so sad he's not calling. The next emotion, I love the part of me that feels so lonely. I don't have anything to do. The next emotion, I love the part of me that feels like I'm getting abandoned yet again. Someone's walking out on me. I love the part of me that feels scared. So I want you to take those emotions one at a time. You're really embracing the darkness. You're embracing a part of you that you would otherwise want to shut out and have it just go away. But you don't make any progress that way. And part of your journey here, part of your journey in a relationship is that we never stop learning. We never stop unfolding. And that's why this relationship's in front of you right now. This is your opportunity to learn and unfold. So learn the lesson so you can move on. Right now, this man is presenting this problem in your life because there's something you need to learn from it. And it's probably a lot to do with just loving where you're at in your life in this moment. The magic will really begin to happen in your life when you begin accepting how you feel in a moment instead of fighting it. Now, I'm a person that used to have panic attacks. I had terrible anxiety. Eventually, I just learned these were just sensations. And those sensations, before that, I was having a thought. And that I might not be able to control every thought that pops in my head, but I can certainly choose the second thought. So if you're finding that the first thought is always something terrible about your partner or fearful or something that really makes your wounded child have a lot of anxiety, choose your second thought. And your second thought could sound something like this. I feel sad that my man's not calling me, yet I also want to be in a loving, long-lasting relationship that leads to marriage. I want to be in a wonderful, healthy marriage. I want to be in a healthy relationship. I want to feel healthy. And then ask yourself, what's the next thing I can do to take care of myself? What can I do right now in this moment that isn't dependent on anyone to take care of myself? That one question is going to help you turn around any loneliness and fear you're feeling by this person being hot cold. So when you peel all your energy off that man and you're putting it back onto your life, I do believe without even telling him what you're doing, he will feel it. If you have a bond with this man, if the two of you are close, when you begin to shift your energy, you will affect his. So ladies, I want you to try this. I want you to figure out ways that you can answer the call to your loneliness, sadness, or isolation that has nothing to do with that man. Now, ultimately, do you want to be in a relationship with a man who doesn't call regularly or doesn't date you regularly? You have to come to that conclusion at some point in time. But until then, you can give yourself and the man the very best chance to working this out by peeling your energy off of him and living your wonderful life, having a great time with your life and doing what feels good to you. So at the end of the day, I want you to get out of your head and get into your body. Up here, you're trying to figure them out, solve it, come up with solutions, if then scenarios. How can I make this happen with him? And I want you to get out of that dizzy place and instead just be inside your body. Find what you're feeling, love yourself through every icky emotion, and then to ask yourself, what's the best thing I can do to take care of myself in this moment? I would love to hear from all of you in the comments below. If you try this technique, what comes up for you, and what did your inner adult or your inner girl want to do next to take care of yourself? What sort of wonderful, beautiful things come up for you? It's so easy to get caught up in stinking thinking and thinking all these bad things about ourselves, but you have the power to choose your next thought. Now, if this video has been helpful for you, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to hit the subscribe button below. And as always, check out my program, ABCs to Get Him Back. It stands for Absolute Best Chances. If you want to get your partner back and learn some amazing dating tools and feminine energy tools. And I also have a lengthier program called New Man Manifesto that works on manifesting techniques. It's a much more lengthier program with lots of journaling and inner work that we do together. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.